Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. As-salatu was-salam ala Rasulillahi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Inshallah, in today's talk, we will talk about a subject from one of the ayat that was recited last night. And that subject is quite important and needs some clarification. It seems to have some misunderstanding around the area. This is why I solely picked this ayah to talk about that, and inshallah we'll try to connect this ayah with the life of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam as well, and how it should be understood. In Surah Ash-Shura, Allah Azza wa Jal says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم والذين استجابوا لربهم وأقاموا الصلاة وأمرهم شورى بينهم ومما رزقناهم ينفقون. So this ayah, Allah Azza wa Jal in Surah Ash-Shura, ayah number 38, is talking about the meaning of the ayah. Says that who obeys their Rabb and establishes the Salah and who conduct their affairs by consultation, meaning shura, and spend out what we have bestowed upon them. Now, in this ayah, Allah Azza wa Jal is talking about actually more than just shura, first of all, because it starts off with talking about the believers who respond to the commands of Allah Azza wa Jal. The commands Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed for us to obey. That includes the awamir wa nawahi, meaning the commands that we are supposed to do, and nawahi, the things Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has prohibited on us to act on. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about, and these are the people who aqamu salah, they establish the salah. One of the most important aspects of Islam, which is worshipping Allah Azza wa Jal through the salah. Salah is one of the most important pillars after the shahada is the salah. And it is so important that some of the fuqaha, they actually, when they go into the tafsir of aqamu salah, establishing the salah, they explain that salah is not only mere praying only 5 times a day. In Arabic language, sometimes you talk about a juz, but it means the kull, meaning you're talking about a part of something, but it can mean the whole thing. Same way, and normally that juz or the part that we talk about, it is actually a dominant part of that kull, the whole thing. As I said, salah is a very unique, distinguishing aspect of Islam. Hence, some of the fuqaha actually say that the salah, it means the whole deen also. Meaning, it's a point, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is actually pointing towards the whole deen. So the whole deen has to be established, not only salah. And as a matter of fact, in the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he used to send the walis to rule over different areas. And in some cases, you find there is a wali of salah, the wali who is for the salah only. But that salah means not the prayer. That is the one who is implementing all the rules. And there was one which was called wali zakat, the one that was dealing with the economic issues, the wealth collection and all those things. So salah also means the whole deen. So this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about. So he's not talking about the shura is the whole deen, of course. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that amruhum shura bainahum, and they decide, they make consultation when they're doing the things. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the end talks about the وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ, and they spend in the path of Allah Azza wa Jalla as well. Now, the point I want to try to talk about today is the shura aspect of it. What is the shura? Which is the consultation. Yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded us to do consultation. Another place in Surah Al-Imran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says similarly, وَشَاوِرْهُمْ فِي الْأَمْرِ. And again, and consult them in the conduct of affairs. So the question comes in is, does shura mean that we will gather the people and whatever the people agree upon, that will become right, and whatever the people agree upon will become wrong? No, that's not what Islam talks about. As a matter of fact, we understand that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who gives us the halal and haram. He's the one who decides. It's not us, a human. Yes, we can go back to the Quran and Sunnah to understand what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from us, to understand what is halal, what is haram, what is mandub, what is makruh, what is mubah, which is permissible. So that goes back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only alone. So then what is the consultation about then? So the consultation is about the permissible things which is also decided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah has made it halal for us. Now the choice is left to us which one to choose between those two things. It's not about the halal can be made haram by consultation or haram can be made halal by consultation. That's not allowed in Islam, of course. That's only up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, so the mubah thing, which is we're talking about is mubah things are the ones which is the permissible by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to decide among them. And within that, there are two different categories. One category is the category of where the things are left to the expertise opinions. The expertise are the ones who decide because they know the affair, nobody else knows. So they will tell, okay, which one is the right way to do, which one is the wrong way to do. Now within that, but again, it's only in the mubah things. They cannot make halal haram, haram halal. Okay, so they are the expertise come in and they can tell their opinion, and we know among the expertise you can have different opinions. So there has to be a deciding power in somebody's hand. In the case of a state, is the Amir. He does that. In the case of a house, then you will have a Amir in the house who will take care of it. Now, the other thing is, which is the benefit, or which is for the people, all of the people, meaning the normal thing that people like to do. For example, we are living in a place where we like to figure out whether we build a hospital or whether we build a school. Now, this is the need of the people. So now here you go and talk by the majority of the people what they like, and you go by that. Again, they're not deciding what is halal and haram. It is already decided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They are just choosing between the two halals, which one they should go by. It's not the majority. So Islam is not talking about democracy. As a matter of fact, Islam and democracy are two contradictory ways of living, ways of life, or the rulings. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when it comes to majority rule, Allah says, وَإِن تُطِعْ أَكْثَرَ مَنْ فِي الْأَرْضِ يُضِلُّوكَ عَنْ سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ إِن يَتَّبِعُونَ إِلَّا الظَّنَّ وَإِنْ هُمْ إِلَّا يَخْرُصُونَ. That if you follow majority of the people, they will misguide you. Majority of the people will misguide you. And there are many ayat, I'll just quote a couple, and we'll inshallah come to end the session. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَاتٍ وَمَا كَانَ أَكْثَرُهُمْ مُؤْمِنِينَ. Indeed, that is a sign, but most of them, أَكْثَرُهُمْ مُؤْمِنِينَ. وَمَا كَانَ أَكْثَرُهُمْ. Majority of the people are not believers. Another place Allah said, وَإِنَّ رَبَّكَ لَذُو فَضْلٍ عَلَى النَّاسِ وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَهُمْ لَا يَشْكُرُونَ. Majority of the people are not thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this list goes on and on. Another place Allah says, أَلَا إِنَّ لِلَّهِ مَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ أَلَا إِنَّ وَعْدَ اللَّهِ حَقٌّ وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَهُمْ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. Here Allah is saying, majority of the people do not have the knowledge. So if we go by the majority, they don't have the ilm. They are not thankful. They do not believe. They do the kufr. And all those things are on and on and on. So we cannot follow the majority. We are Muslim and we have to abide by the hukam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And shura is only for the permissible things. Within that, it is up to us, and we look into it, whose opinion we are supposed to follow. Is the majority in that case, or it is the expertise opinion, and somebody has to make a decision over there. وَأَقُولُ قَوْلِي هَذَا أَسْتَغْفِرُ اللَّهَ وَلَكُمْ وَلِسَائِرِ الْمُسْلِمِينَ فَاسْتَغْفِرُوهُ إِنَّهُ غَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the correct understanding of His deen and to so we can implement